You probably stick to the one quality oil contractor, so you got to get comfortable in the car. You can't switch cars every 10 minutes and try to learn something.
Okay, let's try that. See if that brings me back into this. getting ready for warm-ups. As drivers get ready to finish their drivers meetings and stuff.
Time, right? And we always have busy times, you know, around builds or events or things like that, but the longest main period break for me.
We're taking a look here, and it doesn't sound like we're try that, see if that works here. Alrighty. We got the 1, 2, 3 out there doing some warm-ups. I want to go ahead and take a moment at the moment just to see if I can. That needs adjusted. All right, get ready here for the start of the race. And just a quick moment here. Now you see them rolling off pit road. The grid up. Try and get getting it to cooperate here, not what do what it needs to. Come here to the line. They're underway. There we go. They're down and away for the start of the Dubai Cup. 40 laps the distance here tonight. Daytona International Speedway, the Speedway here tonight. And bring it on out here, down through into corner number 1. Side by side, Ben Parson with Matt Mars. Matt Mars up there on the outside, Ben Parson down there on the inside. Bobby Watt there in the second row. Coming here off turn number 2. Off there, now down through, off of 2, down that back straightaway here at Daytona as they are running, as we said, the Legacy Gen 4s. Rolling on out down here off the corner. We try to adjust something here as we're watching the broadcast here. Caution out already here at lap number 2. We'll take a look at it here in just a quick moment. Get moved here once we get this. So yellow flag out for Sage Greco going off track possibly. Small field here tonight. There it is, up into the outside wall. There comes the 88 of James Afog going around up there on the speedway. Got 22 there. Miles Swearigan as well. They're under caution here on lap 2, so they didn't get very far here. He wasn't coming around here. Great job so far. As I said, we're under caution here. All right, take him down there off the corner. He wasn't come out around here. Get lined back up here. Lights are out. We're going to get back green flag racing here in just a quick moment. Get ready to battle it out. One more time here, or well, another time here. By the corner. Down off the corner they go, down here across the backstretch. Everybody side by side as they work on out here. bottom they go, down here across. I work down here, look out, here comes the 67, Justin Welch to the lead. Down there, and let's up here to the outside wall, coming in through the triangle. Yeah, here they go down there off the corner. Yeah. Out in the lift or dining room. Look for it. All right, working on down through here, off the corner, down that back straightaway, down in through the front straightaway. Now you're looking there at Ben Parsons. We said it's a small field here tonight. Only 13 drivers showed up here. There we go. Down here. Working as you watch them, you got Ben Parson out there in the lead. You got the 1, 2, 3 now. Brian Robinson working for the lead, coming down through the back stretch here. Ball come down off the corner. Another lap in the books. Got 12 of 40. Work on out of there. You'll watch it coming out through there. Across the strike. side. Come on, off the corner. Side by side. Parsons still battling for the lead. Coming down that back straightaway. Looking there to the outside. The 0-2-3 of Zach. Tanker's something. Lyle Swearigan there in 7th. Sage Greco back here in 8th. Gives a paw in 9th. Chase Zilla back here in 11th. Driving that Snoopy machine here tonight. Great looking machine there on that 26. Hey, Roy off the corner. Down through the front. Coming. I'm getting turned around again. And I'm up here through the corner. 3 wide. Touch. Keep it together there. You see the 37 really bouncing around there. That's Bobby Watt. Bouncing around quite a bit there in 7th position. And we're down there off corner number 4. Oh man, I better pull up the map so we know when we're out on the racetrack. I'm getting lost all of a sudden. There you go. Coming off of turn number 2, down through, off the back straightaway. We're onto the back straightaway, side by side. 1, 2, 3, there. Brian Robinson right in front. Bobby Watts trying to get down there into the corner. And you see just how much these cars bounce. Coming there through the corner. See if we can get an onboard shot here. He bounced around here on the bottom side of the racetrack. Hey, work down through it. Here we go, off the corner. Heading on to the backstretch. Everybody side by side there. The 37 of Bobby Watts still sitting there in about 7th. Ed Parsons up here. And you're on board with him now. Currently running 3rd out of Dalton, Georgia. Pushing along. Matt Mars out there in front. And his car is dancing around quite a bit. Come there off the corner. You can see that suspension bouncing all over the place. Coming there off the corner, down here through the trioval. The 0-2-3, Zach, Uncle Tank. Down here in corner number 1. Everybody still side by side, 24 laps to go. Here for the Dubai Cup. Off the corner, down here through the back straightaway. Uncle Tank up there on the outside, trying to get up there to battle for the lead, but he's currently battling there for 2nd position. He's up into the outside wall once again, there in the middle. That is the 22, I believe. I could be wrong. I want to say it's Lyle Swearigan there in the 22. Coming up there in the middle of that Mountain Dew black and orange machine. You see the 17 there, Sage Greco right there with him, coming down through. Into corner number 1 and 2 once again. Working on to the backstretch, side by side. Not too much shake-up. Ed Parsons up there on the high side. Matt Mars down there on the inside. Those two have been battling out all race long. Here they now roll down here. There's the 22 getting a run on the outside right there in front of Sage Greco. Lyle Swearigan trying to see if he can pull Sage up there towards the front. He starts up around out of turn number 4 down through the front straightaway. Chase Zilla back here in about 10th Street now. The track kind of broken apart here. See if it comes back together here as we've got still 22 laps to go. And we're there off the corner, down through the back stretch, working side by side. Working on out here. corner down here in the 3 and 4. Down here, through across the stripe, still been parts. I mean, Miles Swears in there in a second. Off the corner, pit road for Sage Greco. Or I'm sorry, no, not Sage Greco. That was Justin Welsh, I believe, coming on the pit road. Well, it looked like it was. Maybe it was a false alarm and he cut the corner that close. Out in the backstretch, Sage Greco, 19 laps to go. Down here through the back stretch, 3 wide. As Ben Parson goes to the middle. Put Bobby Watts unfair to the outside. Got the 17, Sage Greco down there on the inside. Down through the back stretch here in the corner number 3 and 4. 16 laps to go as they head on out there. I mean, they're out of the pits. Or down there in the pits of Chase Zilla. Here, with 15 laps to go, Ben Parson has your leader. Bobby Watts there second. Uncle Tank back here in third at 0-2-3 strike speed. Hey, Ben Parson up there in front. Bobby Watts there second. Double up, turn number 4. Down across the stripe. 14 laps to go here in Daytona. As they're under caution. And there'd be why Chase Hill is in the pits. He ended up going off track somewhere. See what happened, exactly what happened here to Chase. They're trying to push down there. Somebody got into the back of him, sent him down there into the inside. Oh! Those tires didn't give. Yeah, that's done there for Chase. Unfortunately, blown engine. Not the way Chase wanted to start this fresh season. Oh, come down across the line there. Bobby Watts there in the second. Uncle Tank there third. Justin Welch there fourth. Sid Greco pit. Lyle Swears in there sixth. Ryan Peters currently running seventh. Joseph Spillman's there at eighth. Matt Mars at ninth. Brian Robinson. Not sure what happened there to Robinson. Apparently just ended up off track. "13 laps to go for the Dubai Cup here tonight." Lights are out on that pace machine. We're going to go back. Green flag racing. One, two, three, still sitting off track down there on the inside. That is a 1, 2, 3. Brian Robinson. All right, I might be muted on Discord, but I'm not muted on stream. Green flag out. They are down the way here in corner number 1. Side by side, here they go. Ben Parson there in front. Bobby Watts there in second. Uncle Tank in third. Justin Wells there fourth. Sage Bricko fifth. Miles Sweargen there in sixth. As they work on out here through turn number 1 and 2. Back down here off the back straightaway. Looks like Uncle Tank still has some issues there on the front end of that machine. Trying to hang into the draft. He might be able to hold with the draft. I don't know if he'll be much of a front. Oh, hang on to there, Uncle Tank. Down there in the corner, number 3 and 4. Back out here through 4. 11 laps to go in the corner number 1 and 2. I'm sorry, down there through the triangle. Through 1 and 2, the 1, 2, 3 on the pit road. That is Robinson on pit road. And work out here down through off the corner. And the 2, working onto the backstretch now. Everybody side by side up here at the front. Ben Parson out there in the front. Got Bobby Watts down there on the inside. And right behind him, that is Bobby, that is, that is Ben Parson. Matt Mars up there on the outside, just in front of the 22, Lyle Sweargen. And they're on board there, Bobby Watts down through the trio. And we're on there, off across the stripe. 9 laps to go now here at Daytona. Off and through. Little bouncer out of the corner, down there onto the backstretch for one other time. Here at Daytona International Speedway for the Gen 4. Whoa, hang on to it. Ben Parson jumps way up there to the outside wall. Gonna try to gain something here. There beside Bobby Watts. As they go 3 wide there. Couple rows back. And oh no, Matt Mars is around up into the outside wall. No, 1 engine blown. Maybe 2 engine blown. There they come down here in across the stripe. That was coming here out of 4. No marker here. But we did see it. Matt Mars was definitely involved. And Matt Mars' engine is kaput. Hey, up there on the top side, I don't know if he come down or who come up or anything like that. It was, man, tough break here for Matt Mars. Not quite what you wanted for a season start here tonight. Justin Welsh on pit road. Brian Robinson, as we said, he was already on pit road. AC Lyle Sweargen looks like he's got a little damage to the right front of his machine. I'm not sure when he cued that. Now he's in Uncle Tank also. Oh, Matt Barr down there in the pits. Yeah, boy, there, Matt Barr's. Matt Barr's blown engine, just like Chase Hill. He has a blown engine as well. I doubt we'll see either one of those two return, but we'll see. But I don't think that's happening with only 8 laps to go here. The driver trying to hang on here down through. Lights still on that pace machine. And Kersley, okay. Zach to Kersley. Trying to figure out the name there. They bring it on out. Off the corner, heading down there. Off of 2. Still a couple more laps of pacing to go. Down here, following that pace machine, driven by Fred. Barney up in the flag stand. Captain sitting there third. Uncle Tank, he's sitting there in second. 37, Bobby Watts out front. If you watched last season, you know we had a great season last season. All the way up on time here with the Cup Series. If you're looking for them here at FFTV, they are the Mellow Yellow Cup Series. This year it is the Dubai Cup. Legacy Gen 4s. YZ, everything is a Chevrolet. We see Bobby Watts tried to turn that into a Fusion. I was talking Monte Carlo, but I thought I saw one of them drew up as an Impala. Seven cars, 8 cars on track. Maybe 9 cars, let's see. Justin Welsh back there. Yeah, we got 9 cars on track as Justin Welsh is back here in 9. Green flag drop there down into quarter number 1. it bouncing. Gotta keep a hold of it. Down there through 3 and 4. And Nancy coming off the 4 down through the trioval. Working out of 2, 4 laps to go. Bobby Watts, Ben Parson as your front 2 leaders. Ben Parson up there leading the top lane. Bobby Watts down here leading the bottom lane. Coming there off turn number 4, back out here across the stripe. Bobby Watts out there in front. Down here off corner number 1, down here in the 2. Everybody's trying to hang on for the best finish they can. A few drivers not the start they wanted to their season, and they were caught up in incidents. Chase Silla early on in the race. Somewhere around lap 25. Matt Mars around lap 32. We got 3 laps to go as they're side by side, still rolling here through 3 and 4, coming to 2 to go. Bobby Watts down here on the inside. Whoa, hang on to it. The 67 getting a little loose. We see them trying to push one another up there on that top side. Ben Parson trying to gain a little bit of side draft if he can to try to pull that 37 back to him. Can't quite get that side draft worked out yet. Here they work down there off of 2. He's falling back a little bit now. Up there on the high side, he's lost his help as the 30 or as the 7. And that Sprite machine of Uncle Tank falls back at his EO23. So not the help that Parson needed. He needs somebody to try to work with him. Spillman getting up there behind him now as he works there out of turn number 4. Down here across the stripe. Last lap. One more lap around Daytona here for the Legacy Gen 4 to start the season here for the Dubai Cup from Freedom Motorsport Alliance. And want to work down here into 2, off into 3, or I'm sorry, off of 2 onto the backstretch, heading towards 3. Up there on the high side, now we got them 3 wide there. And now Parson, oh no! They all get together. Who's gonna finish? Now it's a race to the finish line. Spillman somehow got through there. James Afon now up 11 spots from where he started. He's battling for the lead now. Coming here off of 4. Damage there on the front end of that machine. Oh no, now the 3 of them get taken out. As now Uncle Tank comes across the line. As Spillman finishes 2nd, Peters there finishes 3rd. What a crazy finish here tonight. Go back and watch this last lap here. As it's got crazy. There they go. Everybody battling out, coming here through 1 and 2. Now you see Bobby Watts out there in front. Out here through, off of 2 they go. Everything seems fine until they decide to go and try to make it 3 wide. And come there off the corner. You got the 17 there, Sage Greco, end up in the middle. Gets tagged there, ends up spun around. Somebody ends up upside down for a moment. Now you see here the 88 of James Afal. Joseph Spillman coming up through here. Here comes the 23 of Uncle Tank. And he gets loose coming there out of 4, ends up tagging Spillman. And Peters, I'm sorry, Spillman in a fall. Trying to limp it across there. Ryan Peters ends up coming across in 3rd. So here is your race results. If it stands the way they have them read here, it's going to be Zach Tankersley there in 1st. Joseph Spillman 2nd. Ryan Peters there 3rd. James LaFaw in 4th. Bobby Watts 5th. Ben Parson 6th. Lyle Swearinger there in 7th. Sage Greco there in 8th. Justin Welsh in 9th. Matt Mars there in 9th. Justin Welsh in 9th. Matt Mars in 10th. Brian Robinson there in 11th. Chase Silva there in 12th. And Jay Davis 13th. Wow, well. All right, let's see if we can get with our finishes here. We'll start with Ryan Peters. Good evening there, Ryan. Do you got a copy? Not a whole lot, man. You got 3rd tonight after all the craziness that happened that last lap. For sure. I mean, I definitely don't envy the race controller review board here tonight. Well, we'll see. So as it stands right now, unofficially, then you have 3rd place. Yeah, definitely. I mean, from what I looked at there coming out of turn 4 there on the last lap, it just looked like Uncle got loose and come down into him. But I'm not the race controller. I mean, I'm not no race controller. I'm just saying what it looked like to me, but I could be very easily persuaded. Most definitely. I mean, at first it happened so quick, it's just, you're not sure what happens because things happen in a blink of an eye. Yeah, it does. And so, I mean, congrats though, getting 3rd. You got sponsor shout-outs. Anybody you want to thank there for 3rd place tonight? Well, what we hope to see here with future races there, Ryan, I don't think we get to talk to you very often up here in the booth, do we? Sometimes. It's not very common, though, I don't think. But you did a great job tonight, and can't wait to see what happens next week, I guess. All right, well, congrats, and you have yourself a great night there, Ryan, and we'll let you get to work on review. All right, we'll get with Joseph Spillman now here in a second spot. Good evening here, Joe. How's it going? Man, well, you got second through all the craziness. Well, I don't know. From my standpoint, I don't know what was intentional, what was accidental. I don't know. It looked like you guys had your hands full here tonight. Well, well, I mean, you did a great job, and can't wait to see what you got in store. You got sponsor shots. Anybody you want to thank? Alrighty, well, we hope that we continue to see you getting up here towards the front more. I know you've been slowly improving the last few seasons. Alrighty, well, you did a great job there tonight, and we look forward to it here. And great job. Yeah, you definitely got a good bit to try to untangle. All right, have yourself a great night there, Joe. All right, that was our second place finisher. Now we'll get with Zach Tankersley. Good evening there, Zach. How's it going? I'm doing okay. You want to kind of take us through what you think happened coming out of turn 4 there on the final lap? Well, it looked, from my standpoint, I don't know how race control figures things. You know, that's not my specialty. I just go by what I see from my cameras with my one good eye. And it looked like you might have got loose coming out of 4 there. It's tough. It's close, tough racing. And definitely tough, close racing here at, Daytona. And you hate to see that happen anytime. But you definitely gave a good, hard fight to the end and came away with the win. You got any sponsor shout-outs? Anybody you want to thank? Well, I mean, we definitely have nice competition here, and everybody strives to race clean and stuff. So, I mean, usually, I think we had 3 cautions tonight, which isn't too terrible. I don't remember. But you did a great job, and can't wait to see what hopefully you can come out and compete in more races here at FMA. Alrighty, well, you enjoy your night there, Zach. All right, Zach Tankersley wrapping it up here tonight. There you see your final results. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we'll catch you later here at FFTV. And I think we're going to be live tomorrow night for the midgets. Or not midgets, for pro late models.